What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and we'll look at what Supercell has just granted to us. And for those of you that play Clash Royale, boom, there we go. It is our favorite bridge spam card to use, where you throw it on the bridge, it gains speed and hits a building. Very similar concept here in Clash of Clans. There's a couple different differences for those of you that do play Clash Royale. In Clash Royale, when you put it down, it moves pretty slow, and then they kind of speed up like Flintstone style and get a lot of speed. And then as soon as they connect, two barbarians will spawn from that, and they'll start beating down whatever building or whatever troop was next to it. This one has 4 barbarians that will spawn after impact. The impact is definitely not as noticeable as it is in Clash Royale, where it actually shakes the screen and it makes a big explosion. This one is a lot less, but same concept there. As far as the stats of it, you can see right there for Town Hall 10. It is not upgradable. It is not trait. You cannot give it to your clan members. So there is nothing in the lab that you can upgrade the hit points or anything. I think it's only good for the amount of days as the event. We'll show that in a second, but here we go. The damage, 357 on impact. The explosion when it actually blows up or hits something, and then the number of hit points that the actual ram has. Now, after it explodes or it is brought down 279 hit points, it explodes into 4 barbarians, which would be awesome if the barbarians were a little bit higher. But if you look at their stats here, 41 hit points and 9 damage per second, that's almost like a level 1, maybe a little higher. I don't know, but it's a very low level barbarian. Give you a comparison. A max Town Hall 9 barbarian, since I haven't leveled mine up to level 7 at Town Hall 10, is basically, what is it, 3 times the damage per second, and three times the hit points basically. So you know, it's definitely not an awesome troop that you're going to be able to just take out buildings with, or take out bases with, but it's pretty neat to see. So back to the stats again. These are the ones for Town Hall 10. Town Hall 11 have a damage of 384 and hit points of 300. And then in Town Hall 9, the damage is 330 on explosion, and the hit points is 258. And like I mentioned before, we've got an event going on right now, which I think it's 7 days, so I think another 6 days and 8 hours. I think they'll probably be vanishing at that point. And Supercell has offered you to win 10 challenges where you have to use at least 5 battle ram troops, and you will get the experience and the 250 gems, which is very nice. So let's just dive really quick of how I've used the troop and just how it works in general. We'll just take a couple of these goblin map bases, or at least one of them, just to see how the actual speed is. They will go for the nearest building, so it's not the nearest defense like like a giant or something else like a lava hound. So if I drop this right here, you see they go for the cannon. If I drop that there, they will go for the building, the little hut there, the little goblin hut, and you'll see how well they do there. And they're so fast, I think they even missed those bombs. If you noticed, when I dropped that the battle ram at the cannon, I think it's only like a level 6, level 7, something you're not going to see at Town Hall 9, 10, or 11. They can't eat one battle ram cannot even take out that level cannon. Now, if I drop it on the smaller one, it can. And I think that's like a level 3 or a level 4 cannon, maybe even smaller. I don't remember. So it's very weak troop. Should be used as a supplemental thing with a tank in front of it, like a giant, like your barbarian king, like something like a golem, so that it can go ahead and bang on the actual building, and then start to release the barbarians that can continue to do a good amount of damage. Let's go ahead and try that out one last time, and we will use a giant in front of it just to show you how it works this time. And we'll put the giant to walk here just to get the aggro, and then the barbarian will actually, the battle ram will actually connect before basically the giant even gets there, and you can see how fast they take that out at that point, and then they'll all reroute. Giant obviously rerouting back to the cannon, and whereas the barbarians will reroute to whatever the closest building or troop is. So pretty cool. I'm just going to show you what army I'm using with them. You can probably pair it up a million different ways. Feel free to comment on what you're using. That's good. Any kind of spam thing, a lot of Barch or something like that. Throw them in your Barch army with barbarians, archers, goblins, with giants tanking in front of them. Just to give you an idea of what I've done here. There's a couple ways. I sometimes spam the troops in with my kill squad and just let them go like torpedoes, or sometimes I use them as individual building targeting troops, where I just send them in to take out specific ones for percentage or whatever I need. So, and please don't don't do what I'm doing here as far as the attacks style. I just was trying to work on the actual deployment of my battle ram and not really focusing too much on just getting the loot or the what I needed to do. I'm going to fast forward this because this is just the queen walk, taking out some of the trash buildings and just getting to the point where I can actually start to spam in some of the troops that I need. She will go down in just a second when she gets in inferno range, and then we'll drop the troops here. Need to do a little bit of funneling so I can get into this base and get some of the other dark elixir, and get the percentage that I want. So we'll do that. We'll drop a jump here in just a second to get the rest of my giants and kill squad through here as soon as that elixir collector goes down, and here we go. So drop the jump, drop the giants, and if you'll notice here, I'll drop the battle rams behind. They'll basically spit off and just start connecting onto that dark elixir drill, which has a lot of hit points. And then we've got barbarians over to the right that are really not getting hit by any defenses, and the giants there are going to tank for them as well. And then we've got a bunch of barbarians that are right behind that barbarian king. Some of them are the actual from the ability of the barbarian king, some of them are not. And keep in mind that when you use the Barbarian King's ability, that these barbarians will actually gain that the rage and the ability or the stats from that rage. So look at this: the barbarians are definitely doing some damage to that elixir collector while these giants tank. And I don't think we're going to get too much further. Yeah, they'll go ahead and almost take out this clan castle, and then we get done here. And then let's just look at one more. Again, these are not some of my better raids, just trying to get some done so that I can show the replays to you all. And this one is just a really bad attack here. I did not want my queen to go inside here. I wanted her to walk all the way around, but she ended up going and busting through the wall, even though there's a cannon right next to her, and even an elixir collector, elixir collector, or an elixir collector right next to her. She decides to walk into the Inferno Tower. So doing a little bit of funneling here. Missed the heal as well for the giants. They all die. But the whole point of this is here's some battle rams. They're going to come in while the hogs and the giant and the barbarian king are tanking. Also, we're going to send some more of those rams. Look at them go ahead and take out some of these buildings one by one. We get that explosion damage, and then we have the barbarians actually taking out some of these buildings with the help of that wizard. So they're actually going to tank for that wizard as well for a little bit, and then we we get the percentage that we need just so that we can at least collect those stars and the loot bonus. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I think it's cool when they put in new troops. It's always neat to have the option. Hopefully you guys are going to take advantage of it, get those 250 gems. That's definitely worth the while of doing that. I think I already posted the army that I use. Here it is right here. I just switched one giant with one of those battle rams, so I use 12 giants and 5 battle rams, and that's the rest of it. Usually just using a queen walk to take out the portion of the base that I need, so that I can funnel the other troops right in and push them through to the core, get the dark elixir in the core, and normally I'll take out the battle rams if I don't need them and put in extra giants for the Inferno Tower, so they'll tank for a while the bowlers in the clan castle and some of the hogs and everything else can kind of go through the base and take it out without getting beat too bad by those Inferno Towers. So I think I've had extreme amount of success. I might have failed once again against a really max Town Hall 11 that just had tons of loot, and I ended up getting like a 48%. Just didn't. I got a whole bunch of loot from it, but I didn't get the 1 star. So anyway, let me know in your comments what you guys are using. Maybe you guys are using something completely different and finding something that's really cool here. Again, I haven't played with it that long. It's only been available very shortly. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you haven't. Share them with your clan mates. If you guys enjoy these videos, I'm sure that they will as well. And I don't think you're going to get 6-star clan wars with these battle rams, but use the other stuff to get them, and go ahead and practice those 3-star attacks.